Sweet. What's up? I'm Henry, play drums and do backup vocals for Alien Weaponry.
I'm Ethan, I play bass and I do a bit of backups as well.
I'm Lewis and I play guitar and I sing for Alien Weaponry. Chow.
It was awesome actually. It's
Good boat ride.
Yeah, it's our longest ferry we've ever been on. It was like 10 hours or something.
Yeah.
Some nice views and
It's really long.
Well, we came from Stockholm and then we came through
Turkey.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was probably the most comfortable bed we've encountered in a while. So
Yeah, we all
pretty happy
slept
to
like
see it.
babies on the boat, and like the view is awesome because it's summer over here. You got that kind of, not quite a sunset, and
midnight
then
sun.
it's,
That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's true. That must be really weird
we don't really
for
get
you
that in New
guys.
Zealand. So.
But we slept nonetheless.
Well, that's nice. Well, they call it the booze cruise in here because people get really drunk and then there's this day trip
Yeah.
to
It's too
Stockholm.
expensive on the boat.
Yeah, we're still poor.
Yeah, it's this is definitely the furthest north we've ever been, and I've heard some pretty good things about it. And apparently this year for Tuska, it's pretty big. So it's actually our first time playing indoors at a festival, so that's going to be interesting as well. We're headlining the smaller stage tonight, so that's going to be fun.
Amazing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, at Hellfest we played, we opened up the main stage, so we weren't sure what to expect, and we had an amazing crowd at Hellfest. Like second song in, we had a wall of death like halfway up to the mix tent, and just massive circle pits and everything. So I think the festivals have been going really well for us, and we're hoping Tuska is going to be the same.
It's like a massive stage in Hellfest, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like it.
I'll probably say it's the biggest stage we played on so far.
Yeah.
Or Download.
Yeah, download.
Probably
was about the
Download
same size
actually.
as well.
Download UK was huge. So.
I think Hellfest was better because they didn't have a split in the audience though.
Yeah.
Hellfest was cool.
Is it cool to watch that from upstage?
Oh,
Of course. Yeah, and it's like it looks like danger. It's really cool, man. It's just like you see people get
out.
hurt.
You
and
can
stuff.
pick people out in the crowd. There's all kinds of different characters and stuff when you look into the crowd.
It's like you think that you're safe from picking your nose in the crowd, but we can see it.
Yeah, we see everything.
Oh no! So people have to be really careful.
Of course.
Would you like point it out as well?
Yeah, man. They're like,
Shout out to that one guy picking his nose in the audience, man.
yeah, I mean, of course it's weird. You don't naturally see that in Denmark, but we're all really happy that it happened, and it's part of our thing in Alien Weaponry is trying to spread the Māori culture or the Māori language to people outside of Māori ethnicity or all that stuff. So it's really cool to see some.
I feel for us we feel like spreading Māori culture to the world is actually it makes it, I guess, more relevant to people in New Zealand, because people in New Zealand for the most part don't really care. Like they're just whatever.
They don't see the point in learning Māori, learning to speak the language because nobody does, so why would somebody learn it? But
Vicious cycle, I think. No one speaks the language, then no one feels a need to learn it.
it just
But,
goes like that.
I feel like music is a good way to maybe get people into something without forcing them into it. If people want to research it, they can.
I mean, our Māori stuff is very much, we want to be telling the stories of New Zealand. We want to be promoting, this kind of aspect of New Zealand that a lot of people don't know about. And I mean, of course we also sing in English, but I think in the end it comes down to, the fact that we just write about things that we are passionate about and that we as people care about and, you know, want to see more or less in the world, you know.
Do you feel like you're a political band? Because you talk a lot about colonialism.
Yeah, it's hard to say, because like, we kind of started out writing political stuff, or what people deemed political, and you know, it wasn't really, you know, on our minds when we were writing the lyrics or, you know, choosing topics. It was just, you know, we read something or hear a story about something like that, and, you know, we write about it because we feel passionate about it, and it's like, oh, we apparently either offended some people or, you know, I don't think we've ever really offended many people, but, you know, talking about things that people are afraid to talk about is, you know, pretty much the extent of politicalness in the weaponry. But yeah, I think it's cool that we you know, have that political side of things. Political.
Yeah.
Political.
Is that something that you want to like continue? There's not so many bands anymore who have these messages in their music.
Yeah. It's, you know, for us, we've felt very strongly about what we've been writing about so far, and I think, you know, that there's still a lot of New Zealand history as well as things that we can be writing about in Māori, and, you know, there's new things as well happening every day still, with, you know, things like, you know, that happened a long time ago but are still being, I guess, compensated for or not compensated for. So there's always new things going on that we're going to be writing about, and I don't see us not singing in Māori in the future. It's kind of like part of the band now, and, you know, it's kind of who we are as people. So.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we have a new song coming up that's actually written in English. I mean, we just released our latest single was in Māori, which is about, you know, an event in the 1950s to 1970s to kind of now, but yeah, you can find that out yourself. But
it's a long story.
Yeah,
it is a long story.
It's a really awesome story. But yeah, this latest one that's coming out hopefully in about a month, which we've been saying for months.
It's a really complicated video we're trying to cut together for it, so it's taking a while.
Basically, yeah, we'll write whatever we feel passionate about, whether, you know, it's in English or it's in Māori.
Or it's half and half. We've got a couple of songs that are like, you know, mixing it up. So yeah. We've been writing, and we're looking to do some more writing either before we head back to the US, or if we don't get much opportunity before then, we'll be writing once we get back to New Zealand, which is in probably about 4 months.
Yeah, it's, you know, pretty difficult writing on tour. And most of the time when we have ideas pop into our head or anything, we don't have the resources or, you know, the instruments or anything to, you know, put it on a fretboard. You know?
Mostly the time.
Yeah. And every now and then, if like, I don't know you guys, but like, there's been times when it's like, oh, that sounds cool, and I'm like, I don't have a guitar.
You're like jamming during sound check.
So I just like whip out my phone and I'm like ba da ba 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 or something. Yeah, I don't know, but stuff like that.
Ba da ba ba ba.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's we had a bit of time back in New Zealand when
it was about 2 months after we came back from the US. So like after we came back from the US, we did like, you know, a month off because we've been touring for ages, and then we got back to writing for a month. Then we did Australia, New Zealand, and then did another month of writing.
The thing about HAKA is that we kind of wrote it in about 3 hours.
All in the studio.
Yeah, we booked the studio, and like we got in the studio and we were like, oh crap, we kind of don't have a song to record.
Like for some reason we got in there and we were like, oh yeah, this is a pretty fully formed song. Like we're cool.
We had one riff and one drum.
So we kind of
that was just
sat there for the whole day, kind of mind blanking. You know, how are we going to turn this riff and drum beat into a song? And then kind of in the last 3 hours of the day before we got kicked out of the studio, managed to make a full song and record it the next 2 days actually. And yeah, I think it's one of our best songs so far. You know, the way that people are reacting live, and yeah, I think it's got a really good message.
Got a really heavy drop on it as well, which I absolutely love playing and just seeing people go off to it. So.
Yeah, I really like HAKA.
It's quite impressive that you did it in such a short time span. I wouldn't.
It's strange because sometimes we'll spend like a week on one song and get nowhere, and then like give us a few hours and we've got like 2 songs or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's for 2. Like the album
depends on how much coffee you drink.
Pretty much.
Yeah, how much do I want to actually write a song today?
Yeah, for 2, like the album was like, you know, half of it was like the first few years of us writing songs, and then the other half was done like in a month. We just like wrote 50 songs and chose the best out of them to put on the album. So
we've never really had a formula with how we write.
we just go.
Yeah, so we have no idea, or you know, what the next album.
We actually don't know how
when
to
it's
write
going to be there. Or, you know, it's pretty much whatever our brains produce, and that's when you guys get it. So.
That's nice. I don't have to ask like half of my questions.
How long is the album away? We don't know.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
Tomorrow.
It's coming.
What are your
We have about another bit less than 2 months in Europe. Oh no, more than 2 months.
Yeah, it's about 2 months.
And our last gig here in Europe is on the 16th of August, possibly.
But
around mid-August.
But then we're staying in Europe, fucking around for a bit.
Yeah,
And
so
then
we got.
after we leave Europe, we're going back to America, and it's going to be winter time over there. So we're going to go and
Yeah, we're touring around with Black Label Society and Black Dahlia Murder for about a month, and then doing some headline gigs hopefully. So, and then maybe if we're lucky, we get to go back home
And play like a
Sleep
few
in our own
festivals and
just
chill for the rest of it. So
breathe.
Write some music.
write their music, get in the studio. I mean, cheer for listening to us. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much. Check out our new album if it ever comes out. So, and you can check out our actual album at the moment on Spotify / iTunes / pretty much everything.
Yeah, apparently it's
And,
alright.
Yeah, you can check out our Facebook page or Instagram and all that jazz. Jazz, all that jazz.
You don't want to see his jizz.
Alright, anyway.
Ethan's gonna give you his jizz. Just mail him $20. He'll send you a vial.
Yeah, a vial.
Someone would actually want that.
Anyway,
Dude.
thank you very much. Cheer. That's the best way to end it.
There you go.